Nitrous Outlet Super Index and Red Tide Canopies Triple Index. You guys are on standby. Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. Kevin Guthrie, if you can come to the tower, please. We've got an issue with your tech card, and before you keep going rounds, we want to get this thing sorted. Kevin Guthrie, please come to the tower. Arizona Race Company, Real Steel, we need you to 7 and 8. Real Steel to 7 and 8, please. Hughes Performance, Big Tire, you should be coming down to 1 and 2. Big Tire to 1 and 2, please. Speed Society Open Comp, report to the tech lanes for pairings. I'm missing 3 of you. Speed Society Open Comp to the tech lanes. Hold on, what did you just say about me, Kevin Guthrie? You just said I'm worse than your wife, yelling at you all the time? I thought I was going to have to yell at you when you were going down the racetrack the other day and decided that the back window needed to not be there anymore. Did that, could you feel it in the car?
Never knew a thing. They had no idea when they come up on the golf cart with the window in the back. I'm like, where did that come from? Seriously, I had no idea. I had no idea.
Did it hurt anything else on the car?
It's hurt everything in the car this weekend. We broke the door, all kinds of stuff. We just tore it up. It's not hurting anymore. It's a good shot.
Yeah, that thing has always been beautiful. You've been running that car for a long time, right?
This is our 9th year with that car. Yeah, we've got the 2 other cars that we've played with over the years here, and we'll be back at Drag and Drive with the other one.
No way. You are? Nice.
Twin turbo deal, air conditioned, the whole 9 yards, Beluga.
That's going to be awesome. You okay, so this year we were really thrilled because we have you and George's car on the 2 event t-shirts, right? When Mel told you that the car was going to be on the shirt, did you order 100 of them?
My bill has been very high. I've bought a lot of shirts this weekend. Now, we had no idea. Somebody sent me a picture of it on the internet. I'm like, whoa, that's cool. He mentioned something earlier in the season, and that's Mel. You didn't know what to believe there.
well, we lied to you, okay?
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, we lied to you. So we didn't really need you to come up here and look at your tech card. We brought you up here for a special reason. So Mel, tell him why he's here.
Kevin Guthrie, obviously you've supported me since day one up here. I get a little emotional when I talk to Kevin here. But anyway, he's been here since before Streetcar Super Nationals. He was when we had our NMC World Finals here. Yep. So for 20 years, he's been coming to this racetrack for this event, this weekend, and I'm proud to give you the Armin Magdessian Ambassador of our Sport Award.
I have no idea. How cool is that?
I mean, we know what it takes to get here every year through the snow, through the sleet, through everything to get here from Colorado every year and not miss a year. It means a lot to me to give it to you, and I appreciate you.
Thank you, Mel. We've supported you over the years because we knew what you were doing was right, and it was good for us, and it has truly been a pleasure.
Sorry about that. How about that? Kevin, show him your award.
Absolutely honored. Armin was a great guy, and he truly was an ambassador of the sport. And so we're obviously honored and very privileged to receive that. Thank you.
So you are the second one to receive it. So Apollo, not saying that you shouldn't have been the first, but they can only give him one a year. So, and George is prettier than you. Yeah. So George Ragosa.
Most people are.
And George Ragosa, a lot of the history between George and Armin, where they pitted together. George took his in his pit spot and all that. So that's like I said, Armin meant so much for us. He was the kindest, gentlest man that I've ever met, and we miss you, Armin. So, congratulations, Kevin. You deserve it. Fix that tech. Get your tech card fixed.
I've known you way too long. I should have known something.
He said it was his idea. He goes, "Tell him something's wrong with his tech card." I'm like, "Ooh, that's genius." Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. Nitrous Outlet Super Index to lanes 3 and 4, please. Nitrous Outlet Super Index to 3 and 4. Hughes Performance Big Tire, you should be in 1 and 2. Arizona Race Company Real Steel, you should be in 7 and 8 right now. Nitrous Outlet Super Index to 3 and 4. Triple Index, you guys are on standby. RacingJunk.com Electronics, you are also on standby. Attention in the pits, Red Tide Canopies Triple Index to 5 and 6, please. Triple Index to 5 and 6. RacingJunk.com Electronics, you're on standby. Attention in the pits, X275. We're going to call you to the lanes here in just a little bit. So 275, you guys need to be getting those things ready to pull them down off the jacks. Again, X275. You guys need to be getting close to ready to drop those things off the jacks. As we are rolling into Speed Society Open Comp down here. James Taggart over there in the right lane out of Winlock, Washington, 1161 the dial. John Calvert, who just went rounds in Mustang Magnus, dialed an 840. Over 3 second head start for Taggart. Can Calvert chase him down? He does in a double breakout. Calvert takes it, says that's my stripe, goes 830 with a 9 on a 840 dial, but pushes Taggart out 1151 with a 1 on a 61 dial. They were 38 and 51 on the tree respectively. It was a tight drag race down there. Calvert took the stripe by 53 thousandths. Sorry, 53 ten-thousandths of a second. Melanie Cox and Frank Sorcia. Frank in the Le Mans. Melanie over there in the Mustang. Oh, and Frank leads it from start to finish. But Melanie decides, I need that stripe, and she takes it and breaks out by 1,000th of a second. She took over a 10th at the stripe. In fact, almost a 10th and a half at the stripe. She is going to be kicking herself as she broke out by 1,000th of a second. Panunzio out of Plain City, Utah in the 67 Camaro, and Paul Calvert out of Lancaster in the Mustang 2. Pretty tight on the starting line, and there we go. Calvert with the win. Takes 40,000 stripe, 1222 on a 17 dial, and Panunzio is way off by more than a 10th. Hughes Performance, big tire, you should be in 1 and 2, real steel. If you weren't in 7 and 8, you're late. Nitrous Outlet, super index to 3 and 4. Triple index to 5 and 6, please. Again, red tide canopies, triple index to 5 and 6. Nitrous Outlet, super index to 3 and 4. Mickey Thompson tires, X275. You guys should be pulling them off the jacks and hooking the push bars up to them. RacingJunk.com Electronics, we're going to call you to the lanes momentarily as well. Attention in the pits, racingjunk.com electronics to 7 and 8, please. Electronics to 7 and 8. Again, racingjunk.com electronics, please come on down to 7 and 8. Nitrous Outlet Super Index, you should be in 3 and 4. Triple Index, you should be in 5 and 6. Big Tire, this is your final call. Big Tire, you should be in 1 and 2 now. As we are getting started with Arizona Race Company Real Steel. We got 5 pairs. You heard me right, pairs. We like seeing the pairs going down the racetrack. Want to thank the Voorhees Team Toaster for showing up with French toast and bacon this morning in the tower. Appreciate you guys. Seriously appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Jamie and the crew, Team Toaster, it's only appropriate they show up with French toast for breakfast. French toast for the win. Bishke and Link leave the starting line side by side. Link driving away from him, getting the win light. All right, our next pair on the starting line is going to be Jordan Green out of Chico in the 69 Camaro and Matt Jesse out of Danville, California in the 91 Mustang in the left lane. Again, this is our real steel. Heads up, no time category. Real steel, think of it as all steel, all glass. ASAG is a super popular class right now going on around the country. Got to have factory window glass on the sides of the car. You can replace the windshield with Lexan and the back glass. The rest of the car has to be all steel except the hood and the deck lid. Oh, nice job. They're both together, but I'm telling you, Green, not enough sauce out there. Jesse getting the win out of Danville. And up next, out of Simi Valley, that 65 Nova they call the Toaster. Team Toaster over there in the right lane. This car's been around for a long time in a variety of iterations, but it's one bad machine. Of course, Chris Lucarelli in the left lane in the 02 Mustang, nothing to sneeze at. Lucarelli went out there yesterday in the right lane, picks the front end up, Lucarelli went out there, wheels up, gets out to about 150 feet, pedaled it so quickly it just barely lowered the nose and then stayed buried in the throttle till that thing came down on its own. It was a big 300-plus foot wheel stand, and it was badass. They're side by side. The Toaster getting the win. I thought Lucarelli might drive around him down there. But Jamie getting the win out of Simi Valley in the 65 Nova. Nitrous Outlet, Super Index, and Triple Index, you need to come to the front of the lanes. Nitrous Outlet, Super Index, and Triple Index to 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 respectively. Triple and Super Index, you are not supposed to be at the back of the lanes. You're supposed to be at the front of the lanes, please. All right, now we got Greenberg over there out of Santa Clarita in that awesome 68 Mustang, and Eric Outland out of LA in the Fox body in the left lane. They're both in. They leave together. Outland trying to outrun him. Greenberg right there. And the win goes to Greenberg. Outland was out on him. Greenberg driving around him at the stripe. RacingJunk.com electronics, you should be in 7 and 8, please. RacingJunk.com electronics, come on down to 7 and 8. X275 will be calling you momentarily. Rick Hatch getting a single as Simpson didn't show up. And that concludes the next round of Real Steel. We're going to be down to 5 in the quarterfinal next round. Hughes Performance, Big Tire, you guys should be in the cars. We're going to roll you around the corner here in just a minute. Again, RacingJunk.com electronics, you should be in 7 and 8. Nitrous Outlet, Super Index 3 and 4. Triple Index 5 and 6. X275, I'll be calling you in just a couple of minutes. They should be off the jacks and hooked to the push bar. Outlaw 8-5, you're on standby. SMC Race Cars, Outlaw 8-5, you guys are on standby. Holders AC Small Tire, you guys should be getting them ready as well. We'll be calling you before too long. And Pro Charger Pro 275, you guys are in the same boat. Just want to remind everybody as well, all of our classes have different numbers of cars in them. So the truth of the matter is we're going to be running a couple of finals here shortly, actually. And we're going to run those finals, before the rest of our final rounds. We will do all winner's circle celebrations at the very end of the afternoon. And so all of you guys that win and who are runner-up, make sure you leave the cars out. You can pack everything else up. But be ready so you guys can come up for winner's circle celebrations. You're going to want to be a part of that. And again, we're rolling through with a nice pace again today, and we're going to get you guys out of here at a reasonable hour, and appreciate all of your help in doing so as we have Big Tire coming around the corner. Doug Driggers and Ray Maloof. Doug Driggers and Ray Maloof, if you guys could come to the tower. Maloof and Driggers, if you guys can come up here to the tower, we would appreciate it. Sorry, it's Ray Mohoff, not Maloof. Ray Mohoff. Ray Mohoff. If you can come to the tower, please. Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. I'm still missing somebody in super. I got 2 missing in super index and 1 in triple index. So nitrous outlet, super index. If you are still in this deal, you need to come to the lanes, please. And red tide canopies, triple index. I'm missing one of you guys too, so come on down to the tech lanes for pairing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest up here in the booth. We got Ray Mohoff, who came up here. And I have to tell you, Ray, I'm really, 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 really sorry, because I think I may have jinxed you the other day when I literally sat up here just ranting and raving about how much I really loved your Gasser Nova, and then like 2 runs later, you come out here and launch the rear end out of this thing. Were you just trying to put on a hell of a show, or what?
Actually, we were running that thing on a 91 tune with 17 degrees of timing, and we were just starting to turn it up, but obviously I need to hire a new welder.
Yeah. You know, you may need to fire your fabricator, but that's okay. How bad is the car?
We're going to put some bigger stuff under it. We're going to put end caps on the back of that so that don't happen again, and we're going to bring it back and turn it up and have a lot of fun.
That's good. Well, we sat up here, and Mel is like really big on a lot of awards, okay, at Streetcar Super Nationals. I mean, lots of awards, and we have all kinds of fun ones, and like all the staff talks about which ones they love, the best wheel stands and all those things. And the craziest pass award is the one we're going to give to you, even though you didn't make it all the way down. Congratulations, I guess.
It's the best thing I got going right now.
Dude, Mel, that car, we talked about it the last few days. The thing is just super awesome. When we all see this thing go out there and pitch the rear end out of it, the collective sigh in the tower was insane.
Oh yeah, it was. Like I said, it was like, man, it's like, we didn't know when if it was going to stop, it was going to, split the tires and blow a tire out. But luckily, maybe some quarter panels and fix that thing, and you'll be ready to go.
Nope, it wasn't bad at all. I built that car when I sold that 67 Chevelle I had running here, that copper one.
Yeah.
Well, I bought that car back, and it's black, and I'm going to bring it out next time, too, again.
There you go.
So,
Well, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate your support. You have a big group at the top end, and we'll get your fence line back next year.
there you go. We appreciate you guys.
Absolutely, Ray. Again, congratulations. The Scotty D Craziest Pass Award, my friend. Not the way you wanted it, but it's okay. You got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bunch more awards we're giving out, too, so you guys just pay attention, and we are getting the winner's circle banner going. Triple Index, I'm still missing a pair of you. Triple Index, I'm still missing a pair of you. Triple Index, dude, seriously, for the love of God, get it off the stands and get down here. We're going to run without you. All right, Nitrous Outlet, Super Index 3 and 4, Triple Index 5 and 6, Electronics, you should be in 7 and 8. Again, racingjunk.com Electronics, you should be in 7 and 8. Mickey Thompson Tires X275, come down to 1 and 2. X275 to 1 and 2. Outlaw 8-5, we will take you to 3 and 4 for the final. Again, Outlaw 8-5, we will take you to 3 and 4 for the final. Holders AC Small Tire, you're on standby. Pro 275 No Time, you are also on standby. Pro Mod. If you guys have not warmed them up, we need you to warm them up now. Pro Mod, warm them up. We're going to be calling you to the lanes here very shortly. Just a reminder, gang, we've got Extreme Photography on the property. They're located right here, basically at the front of the staging lanes, across from the end of the main grandstands here behind the tower in the big brown RV. If you have not had them come by your pit yet, you need to come on down. They are printing photos. They can do big, large framed photos, everything right here, and they are starting to run low on frames. So if you want your photos framed, now is the time to come down here. You can buy digital copies, printed copies, framed or not framed. They've got it all right here. Pat Keating and Steve Fowler go down the racetrack. Keating breaks out trying to get there. No way, no how with that reaction time. And Fowler taking the win. Triple Index, our final pair. You guys have missed the call. We're running without you. If you're not here, you're late. And if you're late, too bad. Sorry, we've announced you 10 times. I'm over it. SMC race cars, Outlaw 8-5, come on down to 3 and 4. Outlaw 8-5. That final come down to 3 and 4. Mickey Thompson Tires X275 to 1 and 2. Holders AC small tire. Holders AC small tire. You guys can come down to 5 and 6. All right, I should have X275 in 1 and 2. Outlaw 8-5, come on down to 3 and 4. And Holders AC small tire to 5 and 6. Pro 275 and limited small tire, you guys are on standby. And Pro Mod, like I said, you guys should have them warmed up and back on the ground and getting ready to roll this way, as we're going to be calling you before too long. And racingjunk.com electronics, if you're not in the lanes, you're late. So please head this way, because we're going to be running you momentarily. Oh, Taggart goes red in the left lane by 10 thou. Ryan Edwards, 022 on the tree, breaks out. So he ran it all the way out the door to see what it would run, knowing he had the red light win already. As Velocity pulls into the water box in that beautiful 55 Chevrolet, Kelly McLaren out of Oro Valley, Arizona, in that 63 Falcon, dialed 1160. Well, or running on an 1160 index, I should say. As we are rolling through our triple index and going to get started on our electronics category momentarily. Velocity was supposed to be up against Tyler Peckham, who didn't make the call, and Velocity drives it out the door 56 on a 60. X275, thank you very much for being in lane 1 and 2. I appreciate you guys. Outlaw 85, I see one of you guys is over there in 3. Outlaw 85, I need our other finalist. Holders AC small tire, I see you guys lining up in 5 and 6. Appreciate you guys coming down. Holders AC small tire to 5 and 6. Pro Charger Pro 275. Pro 275, you're on standby. We're going to call you in about 1 minute, maybe 2. Holders AC small tire, you guys need to come down to 5 and 6. Pro Charger, Pro 275, Pro 275. You guys can come down to lane 7 and 8, please. Pro 275 to lane 7 and 8. Limited small tire and Pro Mod, you are on standby. We're going to call you shortly. Magnafuel Outlaw 10.5. Our finalists for Outlaw 10.5. You guys need to have those things warmed up. Get them warmed up and ready to rock and roll. We'll be calling you before too long as well. Attention in the pits. Attention in the pits. We need Holders AC small tire. You need to be in 5 and 6. Holders AC small tire to 5 and 6, please. We are getting ready to roll X275 out of the lanes, which means Outlaw 8.5, your final. We need you guys both to the lanes. Holders AC small tire to 5 and 6. Pro 275. Come on down to 7 and 8. Pro 275 to 7 and 8. Limited small tire. Limited small tire, come down to 1 and 2, please. Limited small tire to 1 and 2. Precision Turbo Pro Mod. You should be off the jacks, on the push bar, and ready to move because we are calling you in 30 seconds. Cash and Fry out of Seal Beach in the left lane. John DeYoung out of Abbotsford, British Columbia, in the 68 Camaro in the right lane. That top sportsman car dialing 442, Cash in 686 in the junior comp car. It's going to have a 2.44 second head start. Oh, look at that. 014 on the tree for Cashin. 015 for John. Cashin gets it. 687 on an 86 dial. John goes 43.5 on a 42 dial. Cashin takes 65 10,000ths at the stripe for the win. That was awesome. Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. Precision Turbo Pro Mod, bring them to 3 and 4. Pro Mod, pair up and come to 3 and 4. Again, Precision Turbo Pro Mod, come down to 3 and 4. Magnafuel Outlaw 10.5, you're on deck. Our X275 semifinal happening right here. The action is hot and heavy, let me tell you, folks, as we are like calling a million cars to the lanes up here. Things have been nuts. Chris Brenton getting the bye run into the final there in the 63 Nova after qualifying number 4 with a 4.609. Brenton looking good. That thing motoring right down the middle of the racetrack. Goes 441 at 169. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys need fuel, you need to do so before noon. The fuel depot will be closing at noon. That's in 1.5 hours. So if you need fuel, you need to send somebody up there to get it now. And ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the final round of Outlaw 8-5. And Anthony Smith, Big Worm, getting a single, but goes out there and does the burnout, and the car doesn't want to back up. Dougie Fresh starts waving at everybody to get out there and help push, but he got it moving. Tom out here helping tune this car this weekend, and they all said, hey, if we don't have somebody that we are lining up against, because we've had trouble with the car this weekend and found a few things, we're going to turn it up and see if it'll go. Big Worm, your champion in Outlaw 8-5 at Streetcar Super Nationals 19. Oh, wheels up, it's moving out there in the middle. Dude, Anthony Smith, 469, 155. I'll bet it hit the boost cutoff. But still, wheels up. What a great leave. That was awesome. Big Worm and the crew. You know that makes me happy right there. Deserving win in Outlaw 8-5 here at Comp Cam Streetcar Super Nationals 19, presented by Fuel Tech. Holders AC small tire, you are late if you are not behind the tower. Pro 275, you should be in 7 and 8. Limited small tire to 1 and 2. Pro mods, come on down to 3 and 4, please. Pro mod to 3 and 4. Magna Fuel Outlaw 10-5 to 5 and 6, please. Magna Fuel Outlaw 10-5, come down to 5 and 6. Calvert Racing Non-Electronics, you guys are on standby. Pro Street, you guys are on standby as well. Speed Society, Open Comp, and RacingJunk.com Electronics, we're going to be calling you guys shortly as well. Holders AC small tire out there. Attention in the pits. We have a white Dodge Ram in the spectator parking lot with your headlights still on. If you have a white Dodge Ram and you're in the parking lot, the spectator lot, your headlights are on. License plate number AHP9078. And Nick Bartone, you have a package at the Streetcar Super Nationals trailer. Nick Bartone, you have a package at the Streetcar Super Nationals trailer. Wheels up for the Buick. That's the best leave that thing's had all weekend, but it goes toward the middle and he has to pedal it. Man. Had Jamie getting the win again. Now Brian Mansky getting a single out of Queen Creek in the 98 Trans Am. Calvert Racing non-electronics, we need you to the tech lanes. Calvert Racing non-electronics, pull to the tech lanes for pairings. Again, Calvert Racing non-electronics to the tech lanes for pairings. Pro Street, you're on standby. Open Comp, you're on standby as well. All right, as our final car in Holder's AC small tire goes down, that's Josh Warnberg. Warnberg getting the single. And now we're going into Pro Charger Pro 275 semifinals. We got 3 cars battling it out. Attention in the pits. Attention in the pits. Pro Street, you guys can come to 1 and 2. Pro Street, you can come down to 1 and 2. Speed Society Open Comp, you are on standby. We are going to call you to 1 lane. We are going to call you to 1 lane. All of our pairings that need to get made in the lanes, we're going to start calling you guys to one lane. Then we are going to pull you out of the lane to create the pairs. Oh, look at that. Was ugly. Peter Campbell gets the win. Ron Link out of sack, lights the tires up. It's sideways, trying not to go over the center. Not the way he wanted to end that one. Peter Campbell going to the final. And Greenberg is just going to stage the car and take the green and be ready for the final round in Pro 275. Limited small tire behind the tower. Precision Turbo Pro Mod, you guys should be in 3 and 4. 5 and 6, that's my Outlaw 10-5 final. Calvert Racing Non-Electronics, you guys should be in the tech lanes. Pro Street, come on down to 1 and 2. Pro Street to 1 and 2. Calvert Racing Non-Electronics, I'm missing 4 of you. Calvert Racing Non-Electronics, you should be in the tech lanes for pairings. Calvert Racing Non-Electronics, you should be in the tech lane for pairings as we get ready to run limited small tire over here on the right 2 lanes. Attention in the pits, open comp, Speed Society open comp. I want you to lane 3. Open comp to lane 3, nose to tail in lane 3. Again, open comp to lane 3 only, please. Open comp, come straight down lane number 3, please. All right, gang. As we get ready to run limited small tire, we have 5 cars left. George Ragosa going up against Chris Lucarelli. Shane's Panunzio. It's actually Shanesy. Shanesy Panunzio. And Todd Porter. And then Kelly Henry is getting the bye run. George Ragosa, last year's winner of the Armin Magdesian Award, going up against Chris Lucarelli. Ragosa, his car also on one of our 2 versions of the event t-shirt. Remember to go to the Streetcar Super Nationals trailer to get your t-shirts, hoodies, etc. Chris Lucarelli did that amazing wheel stand with the killer pedal job that was so much fun to watch yesterday. He's back over there in the right lane. Lucarelli from Meade, Colorado. Ragosa from Orland, California. Has been here for all 19 Streetcar Super Nationals. They leave together side by side, but Lucarelli is driving away. Lucarelli with the win out there, laying down a run. Wow. Shanesy over here in the left lane in the Camaro. Todd Porter in the right lane in the square body S10. Panunzio has been running real good this weekend, but Porter has just gone A to B, A to B, A to B in that S10. Look at that, the S10 trying to pull away, and he gets there. Todd Porter drove around him by 60 feet and held him off as Shanesy was trying to throw down the big power and just not able to drive away from Todd Porter. Kelly Henry getting the bye run. Speed Society open comp to lane 3, please. Speed Society open comp to lane 3. Again, Speed Society open comp to lane 3 only. Pro Street, you should be in 1 and 2. Pro Street, you should be in 1 and 2. Henry with a good-looking clean pass over there in the right lane. All right, and that concludes limited small tire, and now we're getting into Precision Turbo Pro Mod, our semifinal in Pro Modified. It's going to feature Garrett Richards over here in the left lane, going up against Robert Bingham. Bingham behind the wheel of this bitchin' Chevy 2 Nova. This thing is rad. It is super evil and awesome, and I love it. It's been wheels up. It's been all over the place. It's the adventure we want to see at Streetcar Super Nationals. As we've got our first pair, Bingham in the right lane, Richards in the left. Richards qualified number 2, Bingham number 6. But Bingham keeps going quicker every run.
Chad, we also got to keep in mind that Robert Bingham had like one of like the crazy rounds yesterday where like all hell broke loose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this thing has been, it was a handful yesterday, let's say. The last run down the racetrack, he was in the left lane, and the thing went left, left, left till he was all the way out of the groove, and then he brought it back right for the finish line. Meanwhile, his competitor in the right lane, I believe it was one of the Mohoff guys, is out there, and that thing does the same thing, but in the right lane, and it was almost too close to call at the stripe. So definitely been an adventure for Robert Bingham and the crew out of Tracy in that awesome 67 Nova. But for all you Ford fans, Garrett Richards, 2012 Shelby in the left lane out of Tacoma, Washington, is going to be the car for you. I'm the Chevrolet guy, so I'm all in on Bingham, although his crew is waving. All right, clipping something back down. They're ready. Richards going to pull that thing up and stage. Bingham doing the same thing. This is our first pair of 4, or first pair of 2 pairs. Our final 4 cars in Pro Modified. There's our semi-final. This is going to decide who goes to the winner's circle. Whoa, look at that. Bingham driving it. Wow. Bingham went red. Unfortunately, wheels up, pedals it, didn't know it, driving the hell out of that thing. But Garrett Richards, 388.9 at 195 miles an hour. Gets the win and is moving out of the number 2 qualifying spot all the way into the final round.
Chad, I don't think you noticed this, but I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I hate to speculate it, but I was looking at Bingham's car as I was going down the racetrack. It rattled the tires, and it looked like the wheelie bar was like hanging on by one bolt. It looked like it probably broke the wheelie bar off the thing. It was rattling super hard.
It did. It shook real hard, and it also, when it left the starting line, it hammered that wheelie bar, was driving the bar out there a little ways, like you said, then he pedaled it. That thing was dangling off the back. That car, that was brutal. But, man, it was fun to watch. Love Bingham and the crew. Love that they're out here again. Big thanks to all of them, as well as Richard's crew, as we go into our final pair in Pro Mod for our semifinal round, and it's Ryan Hayward out of Marysville, Washington in the 69 Camaro in the left lane, and Josh Kallick out of Aromas, California, in the 29 Corvette in the right lane.
Josh Kallick is running in this round as the big underdog. Qualified last. Could not get a run put together at all during the qualifying sessions, and then in first round just found a setup just at the right time and is now in the semifinals.
Speed Society Open Comp to lane 3. Speed Society Open Comp to lane number 3. RacingJunk.com Electronics to lane number 5, please. RacingJunk.com Electronics to lane number 5, please. Triple Index and No Electronics, you are on standby.
Ryan Hayward. In the left-hand side out of Washington, the 69 Camaro came in as your number 4 qualifier, made it through the first 2 rounds, and Josh Kallick has been just getting lucky. First round, got lucky with the opponent, rattled the tires, found the right setup, goes to the next round, the guy broke and could not make the run, so he got a bye into this round and got a free test run out of it, and they could probably find a setup now, coming in as the 14th and last qualifier.
He leaves right with them. The pair is side by side at the light. 381.9 takes the win to a 392.4. They were dead even at the start, 54 to a 52 light. Kallick did everything he could. That thing ran a really clean run out there compared to their norm. So good to see it. Not going to make it another round, but Ryan Hayward going to the final. 69 Camaro versus 2012 Mustang. It's going to be the Ford versus Chevrolet battle in the king of big tire door cars. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this one is a little special because Tommy Johans out of Franktown, Colorado in the right lane in that 2018 Camaro going up against his kid Nick out of Castle Rock, Colorado in the 2010 Camaro in the left lane. Now, the kid said he was going to give the old man a run for his money and that the old man had nothing going for him. Tommy says, hey kid, if you beat me, you're going to have to find a new way to get your car home because I'm the guy hauling it. At which point Nick said, oh yeah, Grandpa, by the way, you're about to be a grandpa. So that's right, folks. Tommy Johans is about to be a grandfather, so Nick can do no wrong anymore, right? is going to become a new grandfather again. But Nick is saying he's going to take the old man to town. I think Tommy has got something for him, as evidenced by the fact that he outqualified him by nearly 0.3 of a second. So let's see if old age and treachery will overcome youth and skill. By the way, if you're looking for the best pit mats in the business, go talk to these boys right here. They can get you set up. If you want to become a pit mat dealer, they'll take care of you as well. That's really easy to do. Both of them pre-staged. Little staging duel, father and son right here. I love it.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
Dude.
Right on.
The old man, gonna have his patience right here. Says, come on, kid. Bring it. Let's do this thing.
I love it.
I do too.
I love it.
This is greatness. Oh, there he goes. Nick cracks. Oh, no! No, Tommy has a problem and the car rolls through the lights. Look at that. His best run of the weekend, Nick, goes 4:39.7, 171 to get the win. That sucks for Tommy. That thing did not hold on the starting line, but what a show they put on. We really appreciate all you guys. What a great team. Father and son in the final and Outlaw 10-5. Again, thank you so much, guys, for coming out. We appreciate you guys.
And Nick, good luck getting home now.
Yeah, Nick, you screwed the pooch. You had to beat the old man that bad, really?
Now, Nick, you have the option of saying, well, Dad beat himself. He couldn't wait.
True.
Man, I like that. That's just cool.
Here's the current. This is where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whatever Ron says.
I love a staging duel. It ups the suspense. As we now got our Calvert Racing non-electronics rolling up, Nick Pressimone in the Nova, dial 906. Mark Ehler in the right-hand side, dial 1068. Nick still doubled in no E and electronics. Turned it red by a bunch. Nicky, my guy, that is way too much at the hit. 48 red does not get a win light, goes dead on 5 just to add salt to the wound. 1061 on a 1068 for Ehler to move on. This is now Jacob Crandall. Left hand side out 1170 and William Jones. Billy. The dragster are going to have to sit and wait, watch the Nova go out there to just pass the 330 and then has to take off after it. They're off and away. Can the Nova hold on to that lead? Down to the finish line we go. William Jones going to get the win. Had 100 to work with on the starting line, 125, and a dead on 2. Beats a dead on 4 to get the win by 12 thousandths of a second. David Milligan, 1050 the dial, and Jeremy Plyler, dial 953. Both turn it on the green. Ooh, I love me a good race. I do love me a good close drag race. separated only by 2 thou. Jeremy Plyler going to get the win, 44 green and 955 on the 953. 46 green for David was 2 thou behind at the starting line, got in front and broke out by 2 thousandths of a second, took 20 thou at the stripe. If he just backed it up to 18 thousandths of a second or less at the finish line, he probably would have turned the wind light on, but just couldn't get it wound down. As we're going to help one get pushed off. So now we got Justin Keller, left-hand side, dialed 1175, and Thomas Irvine, dialed 1130. Both drivers are green. The Love truck moving around just a little bit at the starting line. Gets a wiggle here, gets a waggle there. Down to the finish line, does not turn on the wind light after being way better on the tree. Gave it back by 10 thou. Keller 117 green and 1179 on the 75. Irvine was 40 green and just gave it back. Ray Mohoff, left-hand side, 1045. Wesley Bunningham, 995 the dial. Here comes the Mustang. Gets the win. 74 green and a 1004 on the 995. Mohoff was late on the tree and the car just could not run the number there. This is Andy Lowry, dialed 950, and Ryan Edwards. Happy birthday, Ryan. It's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
It's not her birthday, it's her dad's.
Okay, it's her dad's birthday. Okay. Still, happy birthday. Wheels up and away. How about a birthday present of a wind light via the red light of Andy Lowry? And a beautiful wheel stand to go along with it. 29 green and breaks out by 7 thou. To get the wind light. Patrick Naveau, the Tempest dialed 945. Steve Valdez, the Vega 1050. Both drivers turn on the green light. Which one can turn on the wind light on their side of the scoreboards? Wind light goes to the left-hand side. Patrick Naveau, 39 green and 1 above 4 on the dial. To get there first by just short of 0.03 of a second. Valdez, 67 and 1 above 5. Difference in reaction time was the big play factor in that race. Keith Risner, the Wheelie Mustang, 917 to dial. Michael Jackson, dial 1008. Wheels up launch for the Mustang. Can the Smooth Criminal do it again? Yes, he can. 55 green and 1011 on the 1008. Risner was late on the tree and broke out by 1,000th of a second to end his day in no E. Markel Jackson now left-hand side. 1050 and a 411s on the